Hello, people. You're welcome back to the channel. The one-stop shop where you get the fastest summary and comprehensive package of the live eviction show on the Bbmzansi season 4. Now, I'm not going to waste your time. We had a very good show today. It started with an artist, a male artist, who sang and his backup singers danced and everything. And then we had Makhekhe, who came on stage to tell everybody that this is the second to the last, literally this is the last eviction, and next week is the finale. He announced that we will get to see those who would get to join Papaghost in the finals and those who will be going home. But before that, he had to congratulate Liema, whom took 250,000 rands last week. And then, he went on the screens where people from Twitter and other social media had to congratulate Liema, saying it was the best choice that she had taken because nobody knows if she was going to really win the show. And then soon he welcomed Liema back on the stage. She came with her 250 rands check, and of course with a mic. People gave her flowers. She sat down, and then Lawrence had to ask her questions like, it's been 1 week, how has it been, and what came to her mind even after being 1 week outside of the show. What does she think right now? And she was like, it was crazy. She didn't expect what she was going to do, and that she needed to be honest. She regretted making the decision of taking the 250 rand. That honestly, from her heart, she really wanted to go back into the house. And up till now, her heart hasn't fully settled on her decision. And all I can say is, what? What are you saying? Because this is something that some of the housemates are inside asking, that if they can take the 250 rands from you. In fact, some are saying give them 50, some are saying give them 100, and they would leave. Literally, you could have sold for their votes and literally be in the finale and probably win the competition. But of course, maybe she has gone out and discovered that she could probably win the competition, and now she's sad. So, of course, after saying that she regretted taking the money, we went on the quick break. And then when we were back, Lawrence had to ask her, like, the Liema we saw on the show, is that the Liema that really is? And she's like, she doesn't have anger issues. And right now, of course, for questions that with everything that happened, how does she feel about Jareed now that she's out? She said nothing. She's done with him. She cut every ties and everything. I'm like, oops. People were in shock. Of course, Lawrence was also in shock because literally this girl got the embarrassment of a lifetime on the show. And then, he also asked that the triangle relationship or the polygamous relationship, was it a plan? Was it something that was a game plan for you, or you just tell us about it? And she was like, that was her reality. She had feelings. She found herself in it. At a point, it almost became like something she could use for a game, but she really did not like it. And then after that, of course, she was going to throw a dagger. And, Big Brother took us into the house that is Lawrence, and we got to see the housemates. Papaghost was congratulated for being the head of house again and for being the one who is now in the finale. And then it was time for Liema to throw her dagger. And she said she's throwing her dagger to her good friend Mark Jr. And her reason is because she doesn't want the camera to leave him this week, that all attention, all focus should be on him throughout the finale week, especially if he is not evicted from the show. At the end of that, Lawrence sang Liema a farewell song. We noticed Mark Jr. was blushing and smiling. Obviously, he likes the gesture. This would be the first gesture of the dagger that came from a cool point of view, actually, to me. And I guess that was all. I'm just so shocked that she regrets it, and I'm glad of her decision with Jareed. I don't think those two are going to communicate ever again.
I regretted myself for taking the money.
Really?
Yes! I throw it to my good friend Mick Jr. I don't want other people to get attention, just Mick Jr.
And then we had Lawrence, who went back into the house and, was congratulating all the housemates that they are in the top 7. And then he went to Z, whom he asked a question about her friendship within the week with Papaghost, that it was quite shaky. They were having a bone of contention. And what was it all about? Is it a serious fight or something? And she responded saying that she doesn't think it's something major. It's just something that happened when it came to I think it's their wager task or something they were supposed to work together. Now, according to her, she really doesn't like it when people work together as a group and then one person decides or chooses or basically feels that they can make a decision on their own on behalf of everybody. And that was what it was. And it was just a game, as she understands, nothing serious around there. Lawrence moved to Makhekhe, saying that their brotherhood between him and Papaghost has seemingly turned sour. What was it all about and why is it like that? And Makhekhe said he is not someone that likes trouble, but he has noticed that somebody else, referring to Papaghost, likes to fight, argue, and take charge of everything. And he feels that anybody who talks like that or talks too much is rather a woman, nothing more, nothing less. And then, of course, he went to Mpumi, whom he asked that, everybody's at this point of the finale. What does she think about it being at this point? She's like, you know what, at this point, everybody deserves to be here and she respects it. May the best winner win, because at this point she was talking in the South African language and I didn't understand it. We then went to Willie, whom Lawrence asked that he and Young Papi had been plotting throughout the show to take out all the girls so that especially both of them can get to the finale on Father's Day. That is it something that is still on board or it's just a lost cause? And of course, Willie said it's a lost cause, that the drive and the cravings for that is not working anymore. Now everybody's focusing on winning the competition. We went on to finally inviting the housemates who are up for eviction. But this time Lawrence said Mpumi and Z should stand up and that one of them was going to move into the finale. And then he said, Mpumi, you have been moved into the finale. Basically, Lawrence just announced that the both of them were in the finale. Now, honestly, I was confused because I almost thought that Z had been eliminated. But no, rather, he told the housemates after a quick break to get up on their feet and that the next housemate who will be called would be evicted from the show. And he was like, Willie, you have 10 seconds to leave the Big Brother house because you've been evicted and no more in the show. So our top 6 are now Papaghost, Mpumi, Z, McJunior, Sinai, and Makhekhe. So we don't know who next will be evicted, but it is what it is.
Willie, you have 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
And after a quick break, we now have our finalists. And then Lawrence had to talk to Willie, asking him how was his experience on the show. And Willie was like, he has to be honest. He didn't expect he was going to get this far. He was being himself. And he's grateful to the fans and to the opportunity to be here. He's even more shocked that he became he won the highest money when it comes to the games in the show. And then, of course, Lawrence asked him what about the good connections he had in the house. He said number 1 would be Sinai and, some other guys. He really didn't have a strong vibe about Papaghost. Papaghost is he's rude or very something like that. He just literally dragged Papaghost on live television just like Makhekhe did. And then he threw his dagger to Mpumi, saying that McJunior is not going to shine alone this week. And that was the end of it all. And of course, instead of top 5, we're having a top 6 and let's see who wins the competition. See you on the next video.